Hola y bienvenidos un día más a Horizon Spanish. Me llamo Amy, and Lucy is not here today, but she was in the last video where she told a story, and it was called El Regalo. I hope you like those. We enjoyed writing it and narrating it, and we have another one coming very, very soon. So I hope you like those stories and let us know if you do. In today's video, I have 5 more things you may not know about Spain that I found very, very interesting. So if you're into that, here we go. Number 1. Something I found kind of peculiar when I moved here was that when we would go to the bank or kind of somewhere where you have to wait for 1 or 2 people in a line, instead of waiting in a queue like say at an English bank where they've got like the I don't know, like the ropes, and you have to sort of do this whole thing. Instead of that, here when you arrive at a bank, for example, there are a few chairs, and if you're first you sit down, and if you're afterwards you stand, and basically when you come in you ask who is last, like, so who's the person before me basically. So then you don't need to take into account or order everything's in, you just sort of see there's 5 people maybe, ask who's last, you see whoever it is, and once they've gone up and done their stuff then it's your turn. And that's how it works in quite a few places I've been to here. Number 2, something else I've noticed is that when we go to fill up the car, it's not how I used to do it, where, well, now I basically just put my card into the machine, put in my PIN, and then I start fueling my car and that's it, and then drive away pretty much. Here you drive up, someone will come out, like an employee at the petrol station, ask you how much money you want to put into the car. So you say like 30 euros, 50 euros, whatever. And then they will start fueling your car for you. And then you go in once it's all done and pay. That's just how it works here. I've only seen a few places where you do it yourself, and that's typically more in the evening. I think that's for safety. So at night time you do it yourself. Number 3, another thing which I'm getting used to is when people arrive at a restaurant, at a bank again, sort of into an enclosed space, they'll say hola, buenos dias, buenas tardes, whatever, to just other people you don't even know, and then you have to reply to them. So if they walk in, buenas tardes, you say it back, and that's very, very different to what I've experienced in England. You basically don't interact with anyone. So I'm not saying one is better than the other, it's just different, and I'm still getting used to it. Fourthly, which I think is pretty good, is that you have to pass an exam for driving. So every 10 years you have to do a new exam to make sure that your sight and reflexes are still adequate for driving. I had to do an exam to when I switched my driving license, and I had to hold on to these like poles like this, and there was 2 like wiggly roads on a screen, and they would go at different speeds and directions, and I had to control this like little dot. So this hand controlled the dot on this side, and the dot on this hand controlled the dot on this side, and then I had to turn the handles to stay within the road that was moving. So I guess that's a test of your reflexes. And then I had to do an eyesight test, and they took my weight, my height for it. I guess that's required information on a driving license here. But once you pass your exam, you have to do one every 10 years, and when you are over the age of 65, it's every 5 years. Fifthly and finally, one thing that I'm not sure I will ever get used to is that the word ahora, which in the translation, when it's translated, is translated as now. So if you say I'm coming now, you know, if I say I'm coming now, I'm coming to your house now, then I'm on my way. Or if lunch is ready and you say I'm coming now, I'm getting up and heading to the kitchen or dining room. When Spanish people say ahora, it's anywhere between 5 to 30 minutes per, give or take. It's like, I've heard what you've said and I'll do it eventually within the next hour. And I don't get it. I don't like it and I don't get it. Right, I hope you enjoyed these 5 more things about Spain that I only learned once I moved here. Go ahead and look in the description below for the videos that I filmed that are very similar to this, or one of the cards above my head for a video just like this. Let me know in the comment, or let us know in the comments what other videos you would like to see, because we want to make videos that you want. So until next time, hasta pronto.